Hey everybody, today I ended up picking up one of these OBD II code readers. You use these things for reading diagnostics in your vehicle. It should read any generic code from any vehicle, North American made vehicle from 2008 and higher. So I picked up one of these just to see if my vehicle or the wife's vehicle would produce any codes. If the engine light comes on, there's a bunch of codes, you don't know what it means. So instead of wasting your time taking it to a garage where they can potentially charge you $30, $40 just to read the bloody code, I thought I'd pick up one of these for 35 bucks and do it myself. So inside the box you get the user's manual. Tells you how to set it up, get going, plus it's got all the codes in here, which is pretty good. You get a disc with some software on it, and I installed it. All you get is a software where you just plug in the code based on what you see, and it tells you one of the codes, easy lookup essentially from the manual. So the device here, pretty simple, 2 buttons. I'll take this thing off here. Just 2 buttons to use it, enter, exit, and a scroll up and down. The connector is just a standard connector that all the manufacturers agreed on. Every car since 1996 should have this. It reads all the codes from a newer model 1996 OBD2 and CAN. This thing says it reads multiple trouble codes, generic codes, pending codes. You can even look up your VIN number on your vehicle. You can even access your engine light. You can erase the code and turn off your engine light, potentially getting rid of any glitch codes that might be in there. You can do that by disconnecting your battery, but when you do that, sometimes your radio resets and you need to punch the code back in to get it going again. And this just seems like a lot easier to do. You could just put this in your glove compartment and away you go. So I'll just go ahead and install the software here. So let's just go ahead and start the software. Oh, there's me panning some river in BC. Okay, now that I got the software up and running, I can put a code in, one that I would typically see off the reader. I'll just use a generic one for example, say P0340. So in this case it says camshaft position sensor A, circuit bank 1, or single sensor. So in this case I would probably be inclined to take my truck into the service center to get it checked out. It would be interesting to see what they come back and tell me what the error is. I wouldn't give them this information per se, just out of curiosity to see what they come back at you with. But it's interesting information, and it could help you troubleshoot, and it could tell you whether or not you have an actual problem or not. Let's go see what I have on my truck right now. Hopefully nothing. So I'm just in my truck now, so I'm ready to test out the reader, see if I got any errors in my truck. You can find the port, typically it's somewhere around the driver's console. In my case it's just underneath the wheel above the brake. You can see that port right there. So I'll just put it in there, and you turn the truck into the on position, but you don't start the engine. You let the unit boot up and run its diagnostic. Now you just turn on the truck. So now I'll hit enter. So the first menu, DTC, that's where your codes are. No codes, so that's good. My vehicle's not registering any codes at all. If I wanted to, I could erase the code if it existed to see if it was a glitch. We'll just go into that. Lets you go through other settings. All of this is in the manual. And then repeats. Menu 4 is your VIN number, so it'll tell you what your VIN number is, which you can confirm on the front of your dash, usually. I won't go into that one for obvious reasons. And you could do a rescan, so after you've erased your codes, you can see if the error code reoccurs, which would be an important part of troubleshooting. And then it repeats. So fairly simple device. I'm happy with this. I'll keep it with me when I'm driving along or going on any long trips. I'll put a link on this at the bottom in the description menu there, if you're interested. I found it's only costs $35 to $40. Check it out. I think it's a good tool to have. Yeah, so I think this code reader is a pretty good thing to get. I'm not really a car guy per se, but I think this is a pretty good tool for diagnosing, troubleshooting, and just information can never go bad. Plus, it would probably make a pretty inexpensive gift for that father-in-law, that person you can never know what to buy a gift for. So, yeah, what I'll do is I'll put a link in the bottom if you want to have a closer look at it on Amazon. Check it out, and yeah, so happy Thanksgiving to all our American friends, and we'll see you in the next video. See you out there. Dog. Where's Jeannie? Oh, are you in your bed?